All right, we are finishing up the end of our notes. So we started with compound interest, and we talked about that P meant the principal. So that was the initial amount. Okay, and then R is the same as what it used to be. It was the percent increase, written as a decimal. And then N is our new one. N is the number of times that we're compounding the interest. Per year. And then T is time in years still. And then A is your final amount. So when you compound interest, that means that you are raising it to a higher power, basically. So your interest, you're gaining interest on your interest. So whatever interest you've gained so far, now you've compounded it and you're gaining interest on that interest now. So the more times you compound it, the more money you should have. So we're just going to write our function. So with what we have so far, we'll just write the function and then we'll find each of those there. So 4,000 is your principal. That's what we start with. And then 1 plus R as a decimal, so 0.0292 over N, whatever number of times you're going to compound it, and then to the NT. So those will all be the same except for the N and the T for each one. So we're going to find the balance after 3 years if the interest is compounded quarterly. So that means it's compounded 4 times during the year. So you have 4,000 times 1 plus 0.0292 over 4 to the 4 times 3, because we're doing 3 years after you put the money in there. How much am I going to have? So when you compute this, you're going to want to find 0.0292 divided by 4 first, and then add that to 1, and then do the rest of that. So when you put that in your calculator, you should get 4,364.82. Okay, now all of the other examples are just the same, except for the N is changing. So for daily, you have 365 days in most years. So we're going to put 365 in for N. And also keeping that T as 3. So we plug that in and we will get 4,366.19, so 19 cents. So we can see that we have more money. We start with more money, it's going to have a bigger impact there. And it's only been 3 years. So you can see we have a couple more dollars. And then yearly, that would be if we didn't compound the interest. So if we didn't, if we use a simple interest formula, so it's just a 1 once during the year, so that denominator is going away. So we just have 4,000 times 1 plus 0.0292, and technically it's over 1, but that's not any different. And then 1 times 3. So that's the same formula that we used on the last slide with the growth model. So when we plug that into the calculator, we're going to get 4,360.73. So you can see that that's without compounding interest, you have the least amount of money. And right now it's only a couple dollars difference, but say you put more money in there or you have a longer amount of time, you're going to have a bigger difference. So that is all.